We're all set? All right. We got the microphones on and you got the recorder. All right, it is 7 o'clock. I'd like to call to order a regular meeting of the Brookfield Inland Wetlands Commission. Today is Monday, the 30th of October, 2023. My name is Sharon Fox. I act as chair of the commission. With me here tonight to my right, Mr. Bob Hudeman, who is the commission secretary. To my left, Mr. Michael Neustadt, who is the commission vice chairman. Further down, Mr. Dave Frankel, who is a regular member, so all four of us will be voting members this evening. To my far left is our recording secretary, Cassandra Varian, and down to my far right is Ms. Laura Barkowski, who is the Town of Brookfield Inland Wetlands Enforcement Officer. So with that, we can start with the Inland Wetlands Officer's report. So we had a couple active sites. So I think I did see a note from Tony that he's gonna find a way to replace the vast majority of those trees that he's taken down, so that is much appreciated. And the last report we have is 7:31. This says 10:25.
Yeah, the 25th is.
Yeah. Which is pretty close. Looks like everything is pretty much under, no problems, some concerns about the long-term stability of the bank of the brook where the outflow for that wet swale, some erosion.
So, Madam Chair?
Yep.
I know I did have.
And it can just be Sharon, by the way, so.
Michelle from Artel Engineering, get in touch with Cynthia, because there was a little confusion on what she wanted done for stabilization.
Okay.
So they're in the midst of talking and just
All right.
trying to sort that problem out. I do know they're actively working on it, though.
Okay. Let's hold the brook. I don't see that one. I see the one on the north side. I don't see the one on the south side. I can't get down there when I walk by. I can't see, so. Okay, well, that's great. All right, so that's 7:31, 100 Candlewood Lake report, Candlewood Lake Road, the reports for the baseline of the wetlands recreation and wetlands restoration. We are still waiting, right?
Mm-hmm.
23 Grays Bridge. Let's see. I know they said that we don't have anything new
I don't think we have anything
from
new on that
them.
one.
All right. I remember, it's hard to keep track of all the deluges we've had. So, all right, well, we'll take, I drive by there every so often, so it's kind of hard to see the actual silt fence, but I'm sure everybody drives by there every so often, so also keep a lookout. I know the applicant wants to do the right thing, so, but we'll help them. All right, enforcement, we have 35 Merwin Brook, that's further down in the agenda. Do you have anything else for us under enforcement?
Not currently. I do have an inspection that I will be doing tomorrow to see on whether or not we have any pending enforcement action.
Okay. All righty, okay, that is it. All right, we'll move on to old business, Stony Hill Village Pond Maintenance. I keep getting waylaid to write my 4-sentence draft letter for the commission back to the board of directors of Stony Hill, but I think, Laura, you said you're gonna help me out on that, right?
Staff will draft it and I'll send it to you to get your approval on.
Okay, and I think it's going to be right in concert with what Cassandra recorded in the minutes. I said the commission's view still is that detention basin still has to function as a detention basin as designed, so they're going to have to, continue to deal with those poor invasive weeds and, the silt fence, or the silting of the pond. I think the only thing, we might add, I said it's not the commission's purview to recommend any engineering changes, but we have seen other applicants, deal with maintenance issues, and get suggestions from engineers, for things like water bars, et cetera. But again, it's not our recommendation. They don't have to do anything. Where did my agenda go? Oh, there it is. All right, so so I'll make a motion then to continue Stony Hill Village Pond Maintenance to our next regularly scheduled meeting with waiting the able assistance of the Land Use Office. Second. Bob seconds. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries unanimous. All right, we got 35 Merwin Brook Road, and I know I see at least one person here. So Jim, we'll get your name and address for Cassandra, please. I never get it right. There's like a little button on the side.
I think so.
Oh, there you
No,
are.
did I mute myself?
Nope,
No, hear you now.
nope, you are loud and clear.
Good evening, all.
So-
Jim McManus, Certified Professional Soil Scientist, JMM Wetland Consulting Services, offices in Newtown.
So Jim, did you get the letter from?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yep.
You got something you want to add to that, or?
No, I don't have much to say. I mean, I'm not sure what else, the difference in what we already presented. On our own plan, she kind of wanted a little bit bigger.
Yeah, that's what I can
Well,
say.
again,
Yeah, I'm, just to try and help you out.
25 trees, I don't know, I mean, you get some bigger trees, I'm not gonna get 25 bigger trees. Shrubs come what they are. A lot of the weedy, tall vegetation that's on the, would be on the, I think it's the west side of the wall, the side not wetland, how about that?
Hey, Jim, help me out here. Is this the, that's the old plan. That's the old plan. Let's get the new plan here.
It came in last time, so it's in there.
Oh, I'm sure we have it. It does not appear to be in this folder.
I'm gonna put down the other folder.
I know we have it because we saw it last
You
week.
saw it last time?
Yeah, definitely saw it.
Maybe 502s. It's the remediation thing.
Oh, okay.
It's the violation and remediation, just to be nice and confusing.
Oh, okay. All right. Guess what I bet is in here? Guess what's in here?
Her letter.
The third-party review.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, let's put this bad boy back. Can somebody help me out there? Thank you. Okay. You have two folders.
Thank
You're a big,
Yeah.
you can
Yeah,
tell your client he's a big deal, Jim.
Yeah,
Tell him he's a big
I'm
deal.
sure he's real happy about that.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right, so now I haven't, what is this plan? This one is October 12th.
No, that's good.
So this is the one that's got, this, they
It has
added
a
a house,
point.
the house is back. But
No.
it- yeah, it is.
Well, we can ignore the house.
It doesn't matter to me.
It does, we have, this is what's on.
Where's the
Here's the
upland
watercourse.
review, upland review area
is
line?
Right here, I think. no?
Okay,
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, good.
75 footer.
okay.
Here's my planting area, which
Okay.
is larger than 35 feet, because you see, you spread it out a little bit.
Right. So
And
here's,
then here's the water course, and then this is all forested, and he cut to the wall.
right, okay, so here's what I'd like. I mean, I'm very supportive of, what we heard from Northwest Conservation, so let's fill in this area for her suggestion, okay? And you've got a little density plan here, so
Fill in one area.
up through the,
Well, that loses the backyard.
that's fine. I am very supportive of the Northwest Conservation letter, so that's what I would like to
Well-
see, Jim.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
not in support of going to
That's-
the 75 foot.
Well, let me ask my fellow
Because-
commissioner.
well,
Hang
let
on.
me share it
No, wait,
because-
wait. I'm gonna give you a chance. You're gonna get a chance, Jim. Let me ask my fellow commissioners. We have a plan here that's here from one soil scientist, and Northwest Conservation is recommending that the area, the upland, the entire upland review area be supported with trees. Let me ask everyone. How do
I
you feel
haven't
about that?
seen that letter from Northwest.
It's in your,
in
after
your-
the fact,
It's
from,
in where?
Cynthia.
right.
They keep, that's it.
This is it?
So you're gonna get a chance, Jim.
No, it was.
Yep.
I'm in agreement with you.
Okay.
I think this has been a very difficult project for us to, and we're trying our best to get as much restored as possible, because it was just wiped out everything that was there. And why shouldn't we ask for a restoration of significant portion of it, at least that portion that's within our review.
Okay.
I agree,
all right.
absolutely.
Dave?
Yeah, I'll go along with
You got 4
Northwest.
for that one, for
Okay,
Northwest
well, no,
Conservation.
What I say is, that's fine. He did a clearing operation without coming to talk to you folks. I went out and determined whether that unpermitted activity, which is a little bit in the gray zone, a lot of tree clearing is not per your purview, but we don't go down that road today.
Okay,
We really were talking about impacts to wetlands. There are none. He did not cut in the wetland, he cut up to it, or near it. So you're asking for an additional buffer because you're mad at him.
no, I'm not.
Because there is a.
I'm not mad, I'm not mad at
You
him.
haven't, no one here, including Ms. Rabinowitz, has indicated to me that there's been an impact to the regulated resource. So now it's punitive that you're asking for additional plantings when there's been no impact to the wetland. Just because you didn't like what he did, doesn't mean he impacted the wetland. And I'm not in agreement for a 75-foot planting zone, I'm not.
Okay, well, Jim, I'm very respectful. That's not why we're asking. We've got your opinion, and we've got another soil
Well,
scientist.
hang
Hang
on.
on. I've got another soil scientist, and you got four opinions here on the commission. It's our duty to make a judgment, and we're going with that plan. So that's our perspective. I think we're gonna probably end up with a
Well,
motion
and there's
accepting
something
that.
else. What was the point of a third-party review then?
I don't have to agree with it.
You don't
No,
have-
no,
he
no,
does
no,
not.
of
He
course
does not. He's exactly right. Jim does not have to agree with it.
Right, right.
But
I'm
it's
saying
our-
from our
but it's our-
perspective.
It's our responsibility to make, to make a judgment call on the information that we have been presented, both by Mr. McManus, who is, who's duly qualified, as well as Cynthia
Absolutely,
Rabinowitz, who's
of course.
also duly qualified. So that's what I'd like to see, to resolve this. Also, I guess we can probably make a motion here to that effect and probably get a plan, a plan from you. Oh, and I think also, she talks about the trees. I think those trees could be like 3-inch caliper. I mean, he took out some 10, 15, 18-inch trees. I think that's what you've got in here mostly, right, Jim?
Yeah,
3 inches.
he took down, I just
He
put
took
in,
out some
I
big.
put in what you see in some of the, planting companies that sell this stuff. Where's my
Well, that's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see 2 3-inch
What did
caliper.
I
I think
say?
that's,
I said, 4 to 6 feet, probably more on the 6-footer. 6 foot's a little taller than me, probably about something like that.
here's what I'd like to see on the species key. Add for the maples, the oaks. The maples and the oaks. I'd like to see most maples and oaks in here, 2 to 3-inch caliper. Okay, can you add that to this map, please? Okay.
That's Ralph's map, so.
Okay, well, whose ever map, right? So we're gonna see
We're gonna
two,
do
2 to 3-inch, because I think much bigger than that, I mean, it becomes a maintenance issue. 2 to 3-inch caliper. And I wanna see in this area too,
30 foot to 75 feet.
what's that?
30 foot to 75.
Yeah,
feet.
75,
Kinda
of
like
the
30s
regulated
here,
area.
35 or so. It is.
Right. And how many maples are in this, Jim?
Put in, what is it?
Can we add that? Can you add the
Yeah, I don't know
quantities?
why he didn't do
Can you
that.
put the quantities in here? I mean, I wanna see, a,
I had 15 maples and 10 pin oaks.
okay, I wanna see approximately 50% of this area be deciduous trees. That's what I'd like to see. So can you just check the quantities here?
Yeah.
That's what I'd like to see.
Increase them a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, right. So if you can add the quantities in here, please?
Mm-hmm.
And again, 2 or 3, the dogwoods, that can be,
Dogwoods, I got
you're not gonna
chicory,
see 3-inch
winterberry.
dogwoods, those are gonna be like 2 inches, right?
Well, I get them 2 to 3 feet high. Remember, in this area here, well, actually this whole area,
Yep.
the largest, can't say for sure, but the biggest, if you look at my pictures in the report, the largest herbaceous vegetation is what they call common mullein,
Yeah,
and the spikes of the second year growth.
right,
So all those are done.
right.
They're dead. next year you're gonna see a rosette on the ground, and then 2 years from now, you're gonna see the thing pop up again. So that's the tallest, when you said you saw, when Cynthia went out, she saw a lot of tall vegetation. A lot of that was the common mullein. And it's
Yeah,
tall.
which
I mean,
never would have
there's
been
spikes
there,
come
which
up here.
never would have been there if
It
the
was
guy
in the
hadn't
seed
taken the
bank.
trees
Well,
down.
it's in the seed
So-
bank.
Right, so,
I mean, sometimes it's good to regenerate the forest floor.
again, same thing with the silky dogwood, I wanna see like 4 to 6 feet tall on that one. Okay, on the
How big?
dogwoods. And then the chokeberries and the rest of the bushes, they're gonna be what they're gonna be, they'll probably
What is the dog, what'd you say, how much?
like 2 inches, like 4 to 6 feet.
Yeah, we can get them.
If you can, well, that's gonna be,
I put 2 to 3, cause that's what they sell at this nursery I contact.
see what you can get for 4 to 6, okay?
Yeah.
And then all these are gonna be what, like 2 gallons,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so these, if you can add that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the quantities down here, just
Yeah.
have Ralph create a table for us?
There's 105 shrubs that we had in this plan.
Perfect, perfect. Like I
Uh,
said, just add the quantities if you wouldn't mind, or have Ralph do that,
What was
please.
I gonna say? Oh, yeah,
What?
it's just, it's herbaceous, you know, not a lot of hardwood stuff anymore, the understory was kind of barbary and such.
Right. And then I would, again, so we're gonna also need, a bond amount on those, please. And then I think just in general, we're gonna ask for this planting to be done by our notification that it's done, so that we can plan for inspections by 6/24/24.
Yeah, that'll
Okay.
be done in the spring.
Yeah, and I'm gonna encourage you to, to get in contact with the nursery and get these orders in.
Yeah, yeah.
Because all of us are very familiar that you want something, it is not there.
Yeah. Also,
know?
I'll be, once it's planted, I'll be writing a letter that says
Okay.
that we did it,
Right,
by the spec, by the plan.
right. So we're gonna be setting,
So hopefully at 6/24/24 meeting, you'll be reading my letter.
which would be grand.
It says,
That'll
it
be,
says it's been done.
put a big smile on my
And then,
face.
That would be
And
great.
that, because
Then,
at that point,
Yeah.
for my commission members, once the planting is done, that's when the violation can be removed. Okay?
Right, now, what did you?
And then the other thing is too, I said, keep us informed too, because I said, and we wanna get this done, right? I mean, we ought to be thinking about, if we don't hear from you guys, right?
Well, we
From
gotta
the
come back to
applicant.
you.
I know that, but if we don't hear from you, I think the motion's also going to include, if this isn't done and we haven't heard from you that there's some compelling reason, we're gonna start the fines again on the 25th.
For the citations?
Yeah. Yeah, if we don't have if it's not done and we haven't,
Currently, the citation remains, it's only stayed.
right,
It was stayed upon the filing of the application.
right.
So,
But if we don't hear from them and this isn't
by
done,
2024?
yeah, June 25th, 2024,
Oh.
okay?
Okay.
We're gonna start the fines again, all
What,
right?
just before I forget,
Yeah,
what did we, I said restored area be monitored for 2 growing seasons following the year of implementation, so that means would be the fall of 2024.
25,
So how many years? 2 years?
25, no, the full year would be to June 25, right, or May, or whenever
Well,
you do it.
Well, we could do one in the, well,
No, it's gonna be it'll be 36
We
months from
plant
the
in the
day
s-
you do it.
I know, but I gotta do so many years.
3.
You wanna do 3 years?
Yep.
Okay.
So the first year could start
In,
in the fall of 2023, because it could planted in the spring and it had the whole summer to
did you
grow.
mean
You mean
23 or
24?
24?
24.
Yeah.
Correct. 24, that would be year 1.
Yeah.
25, year 2, 26, year 3.
25,
It'd be fall of 25 is year 2.
wait. If you
Wait.
plan in May of 24,
Yep.
first year is May 25.
No, we do it in this fall.
What are you
We
doing? in
do
the
our
fall?
monitoring, we wait to see we don't do our yearly monitoring or yearly report, we do it at the end of the growing season.
Okay, great. Well, then we'll do it, what do you
The
want,
end of the
October?
growing season would be,
October?
October
So October 24,
24, yep. October-
25 would be 1 year, 26 would
No.
be 2 years.
October 24 is
If
1 year.
one full growing season has
No,
happened.
growing
it's,
season.
well, that's
That's what
6
he's
months.
saying.
That's 6
6
months.
months.
It's been in the ground for 6
It's not
months.
gonna grow from November to May.
Hang on, I know what you're trying to do, Jim, I get it. September of '24, October '24, October '25, that's 2.5 years that they've been in the ground.
Wait,
No, I think you missed
I
a
don't
year.
get it. Right now,
24,
we're October
25.
of 23.
October '24, Jim's is proposing to give us a letter.
Correct.
October '25, another letter.
Letter.
The stuff would have been in the ground for 2.5 years. Is
Yeah.
that enough? I
And
don't think so.
October 26th, it'd be a third
26th.
year.
Yeah, October
It'd be my third
26th.
growing season.
October
Wait,
26th.
wait, are you
yeah.
saying right now it's in the ground?
No,
No,
it's
no,
not,
no.
No, right.
Right.
So
Okay,
it's gonna
okay,
go in the
okay.
ground May,
October,
right?
October
Of-
26th,
The
Jim.
spring of 24. We
Okay,
do the planting.
right.
It grows from the spring through the summer to the fall. I
Right.
come in at the end of the growing season, I look how everything did through the growing season. That's
Mhm.
year 1, that's 24.
Okay,
25 is year 2, 26 is the third and final.
The end
It's
of
gonna be
26.
September, it's gonna be October 27, that's gonna be 3.5 years from the time they were in the ground. That's gonna be your
but I mean,
last
my last
report.
report would be coming in at October of 26.
We're gonna have it October 27.
That's 4 years. to me.
That's 3.5 years since they were in the ground. Okay? 3.5 years that they're in the ground.
Let me write it down.
So we're not making the motion tonight, we're just talking about it, okay?
Last letter is for.
I mean,
so
we
I'm gonna
could
be-
make,
I'm
we
gonna
could make
be-
the motion tonight, we could.
yeah, why
Well,
not?
well, aren't we waiting for another plan to be drawn?
Well, we can tell them what to put it in.
Yeah.
And we can
you
say
know,
contingent upon
we can do that.
revised plan.
So
Yeah.
am I doing a final inspection on October 27th?
Yes,
So October 24 is 1 visit, October 25 is 2 visits.
Correct.
October 26 is
3
3
visits.
visits. October 27 is 4 visits.
correct.
We went from 3 to 4 all of a sudden.
We went to your reports. If you wanna have your final report, if you wanna do a report in October of '24, if you wanna do a report in October of '25, and you wanna do another one on the 3rd anniversary of their being in the ground, that's fine.
So,
But I'm after the 3 years, not 2.5.
Okay, so October.
Well, you're saying on the anniversary then, that
I'm
would
saying,
be
yeah,
May
you
In
can,
the
if
last
you,
report in
27.
yeah,
spring.
yeah. We
Okay.
can do it on the 3rd anniversary of their planting.
Okay.
It's the 3 years I'm after, not the 2.5.
Okay, so that would be October of 2026. 24, he does his first after 2. one growing
Okay,
season.
October of '24, they're in the ground for 6 months.
Yes,
Well, that
October of
means they
20
have to
wait,
be
wait, wait,
planted
wait,
in
wait,
Hold on, David.
wait. October 25,
they're.
they're in the ground for a year and a half.
Yep.
October 26, they're in the ground for 2.5 years.
Okay, so you want the additional.
I want the additional
6
one.
months.
I could go out
So
in
that-
May of 27.
May, okay.
Doc, if you wanna do May of '27, that's fine.
I just wanna make sure we have it down.
I want reports through I want reports through the 3rd anniversary of their planting. And we're picking May because that just makes it easier for conversation. Yes,
Just to
Dave,
make sure I
Oh,
got it right.
yeah, no, it had to do with when they were actually planted.
of which we
versus-
don't know yet.
Right, yep.
So we're gonna have reports through the 3rd year, annual reports through the 3rd year of their
The third anniversary
being in the ground.
of
Right.
planting.
They're
Right.
probably
Third
not gonna be planted in April, it's probably.
I don't
gonna
know
be
when they're gonna
May,
be planted.
yes, no?
Nobody knows.
Okay.
Nobody knows.
Better be
Okay.
springtime.
Right. All right. So, why don't we do that? Why don't we make the motion? Jim, I'm thinking, let's give them like, we can give them like 60 days to come up with a revised plan.
Yeah, when is the next meeting?
Yeah, it's on the calendar, you see it?
November 13th.
And then after that, it's December 11th? Can we do?
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
have
we can-
everything in by December 11th?
Yeah, we can do December 11th.
That's because the revised plan and the bond amount, I just wanna
Yeah,
make
just
sure.
get everything, we're gonna
Right.
have the whole kit and caboodle put together in a package,
Okay.
so you can talk about it, listen to it.
Okay. All right, well, we're gonna make a
And
motion then
then-
tonight,
And
okay?
then in that December meeting, everything will be in place, and then we're just waiting for spring.
Waiting for
So what-
conversation
what is-
with the nursery.
Yeah, December 11th.
11th.
Okay.
Okay. What else do we have in this? Can you think of, did you see anything else in here,
Can we just
Laura, that we should include?
amend, make the motion to include the recommendations from the letter, or is that too vague?
I can say in consideration of.
Yeah.
All right.
In consideration of.
Yeah,
Yep.
all right, let me see if I get this right. Everybody help me out here. I'll make a motion to approve the application for W-23-47, 35 Merwin Brook Road. In consideration of a letter from Northwest Conservation District dated the 20th of October, 2023, addressed to Christine Murphy, to approve a site plan which will be based on a map by R.J. Gallagher Associates with an original date of 9/29/22, with some revisions dated 10/11/23, but that plan will be updated with the following. First, that the plan species key will include the quantities of the plants to be planted, that the maples and the oaks will be 2 to 3 inch caliper, that the silky dogwood will be 4 to 6 feet in height, that the remaining shrubs will be based on 2 gallons in size, and those items again will be included in an updated plant species key. Second, that the plantings will extend throughout the 75-foot regulated area, and the numbers of deciduous maples and oaks will be approximately 50, that the density of the plantings currently shown on that map will be mirrored in the unfilled, what's the word?
Extended area?
Will be mirrored in the extended area for that. No, you know what?
Yeah.
This is too complicated for a motion. But
Yeah.
it's too complicated. I'm gonna withdraw this motion.
just do
Let's
Yeah.
see it, Jim, okay?
Let's do another plan, and
okay.
we'll
I'm-
approve the plan at the
We'll
next
approve
meeting.
the plan, but you're hearing what it is that we're looking
Yeah,
for, okay?
you know, there was one other thing with
Yeah.
your what you wrote about with Northwest Conservatory. I think Cynthia Rabinowitz's name should have been included, but since you
It doesn't have to,
withdrew-
no, it doesn't, you wouldn't want that, you just
No.
want you want the company. You want the company,
Or the organization.
yeah, the organization,
Okay,
okay?
okay.
Let's do it that way, yes,
Yeah,
one
that-
more question, yes,
Extend plantings throughout the 75-foot area.
correct,
2 to 3 inch caliper shown on the map.
yep,
Well, actually, 2 inch caliper, but also show it on the map.
on the key,
On
yeah.
the key,
Yeah.
map key.
Map key, it's called the plant species
Yeah.
key you've got,
I have it, he just needs to take my table
yeah, and stick it in there,
update it.
yep,
30 foot to the 75, 50% of this zone hardwoods.
Yep.
Dogwoods 4 foot 6 tall, last
Yep.
letter,
Last letter. Last letter.
sometime in 2027.
It'll be, well, we can handle that. Like I said, we're gonna be looking, it'll be something like annual reports with the final report 36 months after planting. It'll be something like that. Okay.
Bond amount, we need to figure that out.
You're gonna bond the amount.
Complete plantings by June 24th, 2024.
Yep,
And the next meeting that we'd be here to talk about this again will be December 11th.
that's fine, or sooner. Keep on
Yeah, if he
you wanna
gets it
get
done, we'll come in
sooner.
sooner, but, I mean, we have to get it done before that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and
That's
again,
the-
remind
Yeah.
your applicant, like I said, that right now the fines are stayed. You know, if for some reason they can't make that, make sure somebody calls us, okay?
Just contact me, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I mean, we can handle, realistic issues.
Yeah, I'll get Ralph on the horn
Okay.
tomorrow and figure it out.
Okay, great, thanks, Jim.
Thank you.
All right, I'll make a motion then to continue 35 Merwin Brook Road to our next regularly scheduled meeting.
I'll second that.
Bob seconds that, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, any opposed? Motion carries unanimous. Okey dokey, 95 Obtuse Road South, satisfaction of the stipulation. Dave, can you just slide in there a
Oh,
little
sure.
bit?
Of course.
I believe it's under new business. You guys can- yeah, okay.
You can get a chance to look at this, didn't you?
I looked at it briefly. It did seem to have all of the stipulations. She came in and I think we went over it at the counter. That's Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle can, I'm sure there we go, I'm sure it does. She's very diligent about things for her clients. So this got extended. We've got the monuments in, permanent wetlands markers, doop. We've got these. Let's do this, just because of the time. This looks good, but let me get a chance to really look at it. I'll try and get in Wednesday, it's not that other letter too. I'll try and get in on Wednesday. If anybody else wants to take a look at it besides it, I'm sure it's good, but rather than race through a signature, just because of my schedule, let's do it that way. So, I'll make a motion to continue 95 Obtuse Rocks Road to our next regularly scheduled meeting with the understanding that the chairman and land use office will review the plan. It does appear to be correct, but we want to just be sure that everything got included. I know Artel Engineering's, again, very diligent about this stuff, and I'm sure it is, but let's just be sure. So that's my motion to continue.
Second.
Second it.
Bob seconds, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Motion carries unanimous. Okay, 2 Overlook Drive.
Yes. Hi, I'm Phil Snepkowski. I'm a home improvement contractor,
Okay.
and I want to build a deck for Mary Gray
Okay.
at 2 Overlook.
Give me 1 second, let me grab the application, and let's take a quick look at it. Oh! So, let's see, so we've got, so we've got a GIS map, and we have there's a pond on the property. All right, so we have a construction sequence, so let's see, let's see,
Here's the
total,
one.
what?
Oh, no, keep going, that thing. Is this the one, just the linear feet of water course 0, but linear feet of water course?
Disturbed wetland area, 412?
No, I guess it's all right. I was just,
Well, we have total acreage of the property is 1¼
Yeah.
acres. I've got, the total wetlands on the property is .92, and the disturbed wetland area is 412 square feet.
that makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, not a problem.
All right, all right, so,
So she has a big existing deck there already, and it's rotting and unsafe. So we just want to take it down and put up a smaller one within that footprint.
you want to take, that doesn't make any sense to me, make a smaller one in the same footprint?
Well,
Within here.
within
it
the same
shows-
footprint. We're not going to go outside the existing footprint.
Yeah, you're gonna replace what's there,
Yeah,
It's
With
smaller.
smaller.
It's gonna be
It's gonna be
smaller,
smaller.
I guess.
so it's not,
Smaller.
it's gonna replace They're gonna
Wanna get
replace
what was-
whatever is there with something smaller.
Correct.
Right.
Staying within the footprint of
They're not
the,
replacing what's there with something smaller.
within the footprint of the,
Okay,
yeah, this is a, shows it, this is the existing deck, this is what they will wind up with.
Wait,
can you help us with that? Because
Sure.
yeah.
That's how I
Did you
see
get
it.
his name and address?
Yes, could you repeat it really quick?
Phil Snopkowski, Snopkowski, 4 Hickory Hill Road, Brookfield.
Okay, so,
Yeah, so here's the house wall.
okay,
And the deck is in the rear. The existing deck was the line of existing deck, so that goes like that. So we're gonna rebuild in this size. So all of this will be gone. We're taking the whole thing down,
okay,
but only rebuilding that size.
okay, all right, so we think there's wetlands area because we have GIS maps that are indicative of approximately wetlands areas. This is what you were talking about before the meeting, that,
Yeah, you can see
But
that.
if anything,
Not of the
See the
street,
deck
this
there.
is just the pond, the one I was talking is a different address.
Oh, okay, sorry.
This is literally just it's, right now, as far as my information, it has the area where the deck exists in wetlands, which is why I asked them to come before the commission.
okay. Are you having to drill like new footings and things like
Yes.
that,
Well,
or,
I'm gonna use helical piers.
okay,
Helical, you guys are familiar with those, right? You're not gonna dig any holes.
Yeah, I am now, I looked them up.
It's just a little tractor like that. They just
Oh,
screw a
okay.
pole into the ground. I've used them before. I did a job up in New Milford. I did 8 of them in about 4 hours. It was in and out.
Question I do have, are there piers supporting the existing deck?
Yeah.
Are they concrete in
They
the
are
ground?
concrete, yeah.
So they'll be removed?
Well, I
What are
was
you
just gonna
gonna do?
knock them off and leave them there and not disturb them.
okay,
could you use them for the new deck?
No,
don't
it's a
think
whole
so.
different thing.
Yeah, because first of all, I don't know if they're deep enough. And they'll pass inspection and they're not gonna be in the right place.
so you're gonna leave the existing
Yeah, I'll probably just knock them off, below grade.
existing concrete, what do you wanna call them,
Piers?
piers,
Footings.
footings,
Footings.
all right.
Wait, and you're gonna do it below the grade, so you're gonna put soil over them
I'm not gonna-
afterwards?
Well, it's all gonna be underneath the deck, and the deck's gonna have lattice around it, and I don't think,
Oh, so you don't have to,
You're not
there's
gonna see
nothing
it.
aesthetic about it,
yeah.
okay.
If anything, I would just take them down 2 inches and put a little topsoil across and some seeds.
Okay, so
If-
I'm
you know,
going,
If they're outside the new deck,
The area away from the desk is grass now?
yes.
what is the approximate square footage of the new deck?
I think it's
420 something,
4 something,
I believe it's the disturbed area of the wetlands on the
Yeah,
application.
That's,
exactly.
Wait,
it was there, you just
Well, I
turned away, okay.
wanna see if there's anything else, cause this doesn't this got some dimensions on it, right, so it's like
Yeah, those are the
10.
existing dimensions.
10 by,
And we're shortening this by 2 feet.
alright, so this is 10,
Right.
okay, so it's 10 by, and what is this approximately?
Well, we got this
This is
dimension
about
here.
30 feet?
Well, the overall
37.
is 37.10.
I know, but you're not going all the way over to
No,
here.
we're gonna take off
That's what I'm saying,
about,
it's
about 6 feet.
About 6 feet, all right, so it's 31 feet, so it's 31 feet. Okay, so that's 400 feet within that neighborhood. Did you do that calculation of the 410 or 412?
Four
I
twenty,
reviewed the application, I believe you received,
That's
did
right
you
here.
receive help with Christine?
412.
This application,
Yeah,
or was it the?
I know
I
that, but you
did-
Oh,
gotta,
sure.
Yeah.
I
you
did,
gotta,
I drew
you
all
have to
the
be
plans.
Drew
sure.
all the plans?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, you gotta be
everything
sure, you gotta,
exactly.
yeah,
okay, but so I'm not doing the arithmetic, but it looks to be about right.
Mhm.
10 by 25 gets you 200, plus it looks like there's another, so,
put about 400.
will be 400, approximately, it'll be 412 square feet. Okay, so I've just updated your application here, so do me a favor and I just updated it with the fact you're gonna take those old piers out and just knock them. Just
Sure.
initial that, if you wouldn't mind. Okey dokey. What else? think that's it.
Yeah,
All right. Do we have, can we do this as a modification, do you know, or is it,
We can't because there's no original wetlands permit,
Okay.
unfortunately.
all right.
When was this deck built originally? Do you have any idea?
Well, the house was bought in 76, and there was the deck, and then there was an addition put on in 85.
So it was before 76, though.
No,
Okay.
around
Okay,
76.
there is one other thing. All right,
When you bought the house, was it back there?
76, there was a smaller deck, much smaller.
let me ask you, you said you're gonna use excavating stuff to take the old one out?
No.
How are you gonna take the old one out?
I'm not gonna take it out, I'm gonna leave them in.
I
No,
mean,
no,
the
the
wood,
deck.
the deck itself.
Oh, the deck, I'm personally gonna cut the whole deck up.
By hand, or you're gonna bring an
With a skill
excavator
saw.
in?
With a skill saw.
With a, okay, that's what I wanted to know, okay. That's, because if you were bringing in a big excavator into the
No,
wetlands, that
this is
got
the
my
only-
interest.
That's the only machine we're gonna bring in.
Right.
Oh, could I?
Remove the existing
Thank you.
wooden deck, you know, by hand, right?
Yes.
Okay. Have a dumpster, okay,
She's got a nice big blacktop driveway, I'm gonna put the dumpster there,
excellent,
yeah, I'm gonna bring it over in pieces, and I'm gonna be the only guy doing it.
okay.
Not
All
gonna
right.
have a crew there or anything.
All right, so I just added, remove the existing wooden deck by hand. Again, just need a little initial there.
Yeah,
Okay, that's about all I can think of. I don't see a problem.
What do they call that machine?
I'm not sure what they call it.
Oh, okay.
Helical pile is the name of the footing, you see the.
In other words, the-
pipes on the ground?
Okay,
it's,
okay. I see- I
it's a
see-
big
I haven't
screw
seen it.
that screws into the ground and with a plate on top of
Yeah,
it.
you can see
What
it
happens
right
when you
there.
hit a rock?
You see it?
Yeah, yeah, I
Well,
do.
that's the nice thing about it, if you hit a rock, you just move it
A
over.
few feet over.
Ah,
You
okay.
might have to strengthen your girder or add another one in the line, but,
Sweet.
you know, it's over with in a short time, there's no
Sweet.
digging. If you hit a rock when you're digging, now you got a problem, 'cause then
Yes,
you're
you
not digging
do.
another hole.
Okay, I speak for myself. I don't see a problem with
Oh,
this.
yeah.
It's not a modification of an existing plan, so we can't approve it tonight. It's gotta wait till the next meeting.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
It's, the state law for wetlands gives every member of the public for every item that comes on our agenda 2 weeks. So I can't approve it tonight because of that law. I have to wait the 2 weeks till the next meeting. That's why I asked if it was a
That's by law,
modification.
state law.
That's
we
state
have no
law.
choice.
I see,
So if it's a modification, I could have approved it tonight,
I understand.
but I can't because of state law.
Okay.
So it'll be on the agenda as old business next week. You're
It'll
welcome.
be November
This-
13th, I
Excuse me,
believe.
the next meeting. I said next week. I meant the next meeting. Thank you, Dave.
Anytime.
Can I ask one
yeah.
question? Is it necessary, is it absolutely necessary to put a silt fence in? Because the property's relatively flat. There's not gonna be any
I don't,
erosion of any sort.
I don't think so. That's why I asked if you were bringing in an excavator.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
You know, you're not, you're taking it out by hand, the dumpster's over here, you're not exposing huge amounts of dirt. I don't see a
Right, right.
reason for a silt fence.
I just wanna remove it then from, it's on the construction sequence right now, if I remember correctly, so let's just make sure it's not there.
Oh, it is there, a red
Yeah.
silt fence.
So, that way next time when he comes before us, we can have all the,
We can take that. I don't think that's necessary.
Very good.
Again, if you
Appreciate
were
that.
digging up stuff,
Yeah, and then I gotta reseed
So-
it and make more mess than it'll help.
removed by commission motion. So we'll get this all ready for next week. 2 weeks from now, sorry. Thank you, Dave.
Do we come back again?
You're more than welcome. I tell everybody we're better than anything on TV, but,
No, the answer is
Yeah,
not
I don't think you,
necessarily.
I don't think you have to.
No.
It'll be the motion eventually 2 or 3 days, 4 days, you'll get a letter in the mail with the motion.
you'll get an email copy with your permit.
Okay, that'd be great.
Okay,
I appreciate it, we appreciate it.
all
Thank
right.
you very much.
Well,
Thank you.
it's what we do.
The construction sequence.
Okey,
We're all set then?
you're all set?
You're all set. Thank
All
you.
right, I'll make a motion then we continue W-23-50 to our next regularly scheduled meeting.
Second that.
Bob's doing the work on the seconds,
you.
thanks.
Have a good night.
Second, any discussion on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimous. All right, what have I done with my agenda? I bet I filed it. Oh, here it is. I did. Okay,
Your turn.
you're up. We've got 11 Merwin Brook Road.
Yes,
I'll
ma'am.
go to page 2 here. Here we go. All right, you're more than welcome to get a chair or sit around. You don't have to
Okay,
stand there.
good,
You
good,
can- Or you
good.
can
Is it
sit
just
right there
someone-
and be comfy.
Yeah,
All right, so, yeah.
yeah, we can hear you
So-
fine.
All right, I'm gonna get your file, and then you're gonna help Cassandra out, because she needs your name and address.
Christopher Sherrer, Sherrer. And I've been on the road, Brookfield, Connecticut.
Did somebody give it to me already?
So it should be under new business?
Oh, I saw it.
I swear I saw it.
I know I saw it.
You guys can talk about it.
Yeah, I think we did.
It's number C if they, if it's listed that way.
You can imagine the fun of trying to
I
maintain
know,
a cart
it's
like
like, I'm
this. Can
feeling
you
your pain.
imagine? So,
See, that's what she's for. She takes care of all our files.
there
Trust
you
me.
go.
The-
There
the-
you
The
go.
sad thing though is
Everybody
if I
needs
need
help. I
something,
know,
I
I
gotta
know.
go through her to get it.
All right, I don't know why.
That's job security.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, here it is. We found
You
it.
found it? Okay.
Yeah, we found some other violation.
You just want me to get my steps in today.
Alrighty, so we have an
Got your
application.
watch on?
Yeah, all right, oh my goodness. Let's take a look at the application here, and see what we have, and then you're gonna tell us what we should know, okay?
Okay.
Okey dokey, so we've got erosion replacement and removal of a damaged fallen shed. So, total square foot of acres, 2.6, disturbed wetland area, 100 square feet. Total wetland on the area is 0.8, disturbed linear feet of water course, 100 square feet. Total linear feet of water course, say unknown. Okay, we might be able to deal with that. Okay, so what is going on? What are you guys trying to do here?
Well,
Take the
our
shed out,
shed
or?
rolled into the brook.
Oh, it did roll into the brook.
Yeah.
Words on this one.
When was that? I will
Oh.
ask now, when was that?
Sunday.
Just this week?
Yeah.
Because I've passed it many times standing,
Monday
Tall.
morning I was
It's
out
a
there.
curious, it's a curious placement where it was to begin with.
Yeah.
I remember this, where, long time ago, months, weeks, years.
the house for about 8 years, so.
Oh, well, I remember there was some conversations about was it in the right spot, and, oh dear.
Okay. Can you pass the
Not
pictures
anymore.
over?
We actually had talked about moving it quite some time ago.
Right, I
We're
remember.
kinda past that point now.
Mm.
Yeah,
It moved,
yeah. That's a bad day.
yeah,
it's just a
dear.
shed on its back.
Looked like Dorothy's house.
from the.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It just rolled,
Okay.
rolled over.
Did it come
Yeah,
down on
because
its
of the
own,
brook.
or was it a storm,
Yeah.
or washed out?
Erosion.
Started floating.
So,
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thanks.
what's your, how are you gonna get it out of there?
I'm gonna disassemble it,
Okay,
By hand.
and we
By
have
hand?
yeah, by hand, and then we have a, bully bag, which will be up by the driveway,
okay.
Get rid of it.
and just take the pieces and
Yeah.
put them in the bully bag and let them take it.
Okay.
It's gotta come out of the brook, because obviously.
Oh, no, it's gotta come out, we're gonna approve this tonight, cause it's gonna come out of the brook. We want you to start
And
sooner than later.
you have to do it by hand because it will, the
Yeah,
dirt
you can't get to it
fell
with
in, you
anything.
can't get to it from
That's
the.
why I gotta climb up the bank to get it out of the,
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like fun to get to do that.
but it keeps me fit.
Mhm.
Yeah, just be safe. So,
Yeah,
You're
that sounds
also-
like a big job, though, dismantling it, but that's not our purview.
There's no other way to get it out of there.
Right.
Again, we can't get a machine, there's no way, it's not stable enough.
so what's going on with the bank? You talk about erosion
Well,
control. What's
now,
going on with the bank
That-
here?
That is pretty much of itself,
Okay,
where that finally moved, the pillar came loose,
what pillar?
there was a pillar in the corner that was holding up that part of the shed.
There was
Oh.
a cinder blocks, like foundation pillar that was holding up that corner of the shed that got washed out, and then the shed went.
So it was a washout.
Yes.
It was definitely a washout.
It just didn't slide.
It
It
tumbled.
Tumbled and hit a tree and then it came back. It hit
Mm.
a dead tree and then came back. So the roof is in the water.
Okay.
So as far as the erosion plan goes, is where you see the shed, there's also a large, fir tree.
Okay,
I mean, it's huge.
all right.
The brook actually comes underneath it now,
Okay.
It's actually eroded a good 12, 14 feet of soil from where it used to be to where now where the tree is. We wanna either, replace it and stabilize it so that it doesn't keep eroding.
Okay,
We wanna keep the tree.
yeah, I think, I know there's a
And
couple of
your-
them
and your
over there.
In the land.
Right,
Are you gonna put up another shed?
No, we were talking about that, and you know what, it's,
Certainly not in the same spot.
okay.
no. Stilts are my favorite way to go.
Here's what I'm thinking. We're gonna give you, we're gonna give you the approval to start to get the shed out of the brook
you so much.
effective tomorrow. That's not gonna be the total, I'm not sure, some kind of emergency motion or something like that. We'll do something like that. But as it relates to the application, I'm very interested in understanding what you're thinking about to try and, hopefully we'll never have that, I mean, we probably will, that's the
Yeah,
problem.
that's
We're
the
gonna have
scary
another 5 or 6 or 7 inch
Inch downfall in an hour.
deluge.
Yeah.
Did I say
Which
that
is
right?
Deluge.
Deluge?
That's the way I've always said it.
Okay, then I'll
I
say
agree.
deluge. No wonder deluge doesn't work. Yeah,
It's an illusion.
we wanna better understand what you're thinking about there, okay?
For the erosion?
Yeah, yeah,
You can-
We actually, have a couple of quotes coming to us from
Okay.
engineers.
yep,
A lot of the discussion that's been coming along is filling it with boulders.
A boulder wall?
Yep.
A boulder,
And
yeah.
then they're
Yeah.
gonna put like a silt, landscaping or
Yeah.
something,
okay,
and then backfill it with the soil back to the tree.
okay.
Yeah.
What's your thinking on the timing for that? You got guys
On,
busy working on it, or they're committed to get something to you,
I'm
or?
gonna be honest, there's nothing committed yet.
Okay.
We're just getting estimates now to see how much it's gonna cost and what's the best avenue to do.
Okay, but you got guys that are, have they
Process.
said we're gonna get you something
Yes,
by Thanksgiving?
Oh, no, before that, hopefully.
Oh, okay, all right,
No, we gotta get it, the next storm comes, we're gonna have issues.
I think so. I drive by there all the time.
Oh, okay.
That tree is really eroded underneath. I've been out to that site now and
Yeah.
a couple of times. It's really, since the last time I was out there till now, it's a couple feet back.
And you know what, there's probably people that live in that tree too,
Yeah,
there's
little
birds or
critters.
owls or
Yeah.
squirrels or somebody, or
It's a
owl,
big,
maybe
healthy
owls.
tree.
It is, it's
Yeah.
a big, beautiful.
Yeah,
tree, but
there's
it's
owls
great.
in the area, barred
Well,
owls.
we have actually snowy whites,
Yeah.
that nest on our property.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
we have a lot of everything on there.
Yeah,
We got some red tails, we got some, golden eagles.
okay,
That's all in store.
let's see how we can do this. I think we wanted, let me think about how we wanna do this. Let me think about how we wanna do this. I'm open to suggestions. I'm thinking we wanna
well,
make an
we wanna
emergency
allow
motion
him
to
to-
let them get that out.
Okay, we wanna allow them to remove the
Shed.
shed.
Right.
And then, we need a plan for how everything's, gonna be
Stabilize the bank.
stabilized, on a permanent basis, so we can give them a little time on that.
Right, well, that's kind of what the application sort of alludes to, but it's not, they don't have the details on it yet.
Yeah, yeah,
Just wanted
yeah.
that to come as soon as possible before you.
Yeah, well, in the greater scheme of things, I'll just speak for myself. If you hear about something like that there's a shed, from my humble opinion,
Yeah, no,
agent, you can do agent agreement, approval, I don't know what the right term is. Yeah, I don't know how everybody feels about that, but if she hears about
Absolutely.
something tomorrow where somebody else's shed falls into a water course,
She can
I
get
would
it.
give her
Oh,
agent approval for an emergency plan, and then they can follow up. But at least you can say, look, you can start the work to get it out. So, does that help? Everybody in agreement with that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, I don't think we're not really behind the 8 ball here, so. So,
She was pretty expedient.
what's that?
She was pretty expedient.
Yeah,
She made us push this right.
yeah, okay, so here's what I think we're gonna do. We're gonna make an emotion tonight that's gonna give you the approval, the ability, or it's like some kind of emergency,
Mm-hmm.
because it's really a violation, right? It's not the violation, but it's a problem in the wetlands, and it's an emergency
To
problem.
remediate the.
Emergency
Yeah.
remediation approval to remove the shed
Mm-hmm.
as quickly as you can, okay? And keep her informed on your progress.
And the fallen cinder blocks and everything that that what you mean?
Yeah.
That includes, it's part of the foundation of the
Right,
shed, yeah.
right.
All of that can
So
go
you're gonna be able to start that work tomorrow, because we're gonna have a motion. Now, for the bigger project, which is what you wanna do, which is to protect that bank, protect the tree, protect the stream, you know, which is in your application, you refer to that. We're not gonna take action on that tonight. We're gonna wait for you, keep us informed, it would be great, keep her informed. And as quickly as you get that plan and you're 90% sure this is what you want, 70, even 75. If you bring two of them in,
Yeah, it's amendable.
bring it to us and we'll help you figure out from a wetlands commission what the appropriate strategy will be, right?
Okay.
Okay?
That's great.
You know, we can do that. So don't just
Use
go
all the
to
help.
one
Every
plan,
year, yeah.
okay?
Right
Don't,
off the bat.
don't sign anything, okay, until you get our approval on something,
Oh, okay.
all
So
right?
where you're going, yes.
Don't sign anything.
Good,
Take
good.
the,
So when they send us the quote and their suggestions,
submit it.
right, I don't wanna, don't tell me about the quote. I don't wanna hear anything about the money. Don't tell me anything about the money.
You just wanna know the.
Tell me,
numbers.
bring
Just wanna know what-
bring us,
Okay.
if you get two plans, let's look at both of them, okay? If you say, geez, this is really the one we want, you know, you can just bring the one. I'll leave that to your
Discretion.
final decision, but my suggestion is if you get a couple of them and they're way different, bring them all in and let's talk about them,
It's like,
okay? But don't sign
I would
anything.
also hope you don't have to pay for a proposal either.
Well, again,
Well,
Dave,
that's-
that's, Dave,
I
that's,
know,
yeah,
I
it's
know,
Dave.
just saying.
thank you,
Yep.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I hate to have people spending money
So we're not going-
needlessly.
Yeah, so we're not gonna act on that total application tonight
Understood.
until you come with what you think you want to
Yeah.
do, and if you have an A and a B and you say, I'm not sure, bring both of them.
Okay.
And then we'll
Yeah.
use that as the basis to approve your application, and then you can go forward. And then if you go down the trail and you sign and then you wanna make a change, you can do that too. That comes back to us as a modification,
Okay,
okay?
an amendment.
Yeah. So, you know, whatever, again, you'll know what you wanna do from a contract, and if you decide to change something.
So they can start taking the shit down.
Yeah, we're gonna make a motion today to allow an
When-
emergency remediation for the wetlands.
How,
shed area.
how long before we get a plan from them after this, would you say?
They're saying they're hoping to get something by Thanksgiving.
So maybe for the December 11th meeting, is that
Maybe, yeah, but I don't think
viable,
right
do
at
you
this moment, we can't,
We're not gonna
we
do.
can't hold them
yeah.
to that.
Okay.
Okay.
So we just keep continuing it until,
Yeah,
We also
Okay.
don't know when they'd be able to start the work,
Yeah.
because the one
You got
gentleman
winter coming up.
asked about, you know, like.
That'll be the spring.
The brook would have to be somewhat dry before they would be able to do any of that.
we understand the parameters, we'll work with you, we'll help you on that, we'll work with you on that one, okay?
is there water in there all year round?
Yeah,
Almost.
Yeah,
It does
okay.
for dry spells.
yeah,
It trickles.
It trickles,
Yeah.
but
But it's always wet, more or
Right.
less.
It's always wet.
it's always moving.
try and, here's my suggestion, try and, like I said, if you're dealing with the fir tree, and I know there's a whole bunch of them in there, that bank, I know you took out a lot of the weeds and whatever, and the bushes down actually
We had
onto
to clean
Merwin
that
Brook
up.
Road.
There was fallen trees in there, debris.
You know, let's take a look at let's make sure that bank, with whatever you do there, that bank isn't going to erode as well. So let's look at the whole
We'll
thing,
let
okay?
that grow back.
Well, let's take a look at the whole thing.
She's seen,
Yeah, let's just take a look at we'll be looking at the whole thing to make sure that bank doesn't erode
for,
for as long as smart people can tell us, okay?
understood.
Make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions?
No, you pretty much filled in all the blanks.
Okey dokey. All right, so I'll make a motion then to allow the removal of the shed, which is now in that little unnamed watercourse at 11 Merwin Brook Road, to remediate,
Extricate.
to remediate a wetlands problem. Is that better? You want something
You could
better?
probably just say removal of shed, within stream. We could
Does fall
probably
into
keep
the
it
stream.
Yeah, I'll
That's
make a motion
fallen
then to
into
remove,
the-
I'll make a motion then to enable the property owner at 11 Merwin Brook Road to extricate the shed, which has fallen into the unnamed watercourse on their property.
A second that.
Bob seconds it.
It's clear.
Is that clear?
It's
All right, any
Clear
more
enough.
discussion? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, any opposed? Motion carries. All right, so you can start tomorrow with the shed. Keep us informed, keep her informed about when you're getting those proposals. This is gonna sit on our agenda as old business. And probably one more thing, we have little time limits that the state imposes on us. You can extend it. All right?
You'll let me know.
Yeah, we'll let you know. Okey doke,
Yeah, we'll definitely be in touch with you.
okay.
You guys are so
We've
hard
got
to
your
deal with, so-
number.
Yeah,
my
we're,
number.
yeah, yes, we are.
The shed went flying and I said, I'm calling Laura.
Calling Laura. Alrighty, so that is it. So now I'll make a motion to continue the application for W-23-52 to our next regularly scheduled meeting.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
So you don't, just keep us informed, she'll let you know when you actually need to come back, but it's gonna sit on our agenda, okay? All right, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. All right, correspondence.
Did we make it by 8 o'clock?
No, but that's okay. Correspondence, it's almost okay.
I second it.
Bob's the seconded, or
He's the
seconded?
second line today.
Bob's doing all that. Correspondence, da-da-da-da-da, we don't have anything to worry about. Review of the previous minutes.
Couple of items.
So I think Michael noted a couple things.
Yeah. Where am I? Okay, in the minutes. I would accept them, except in the new business line, let me get the right line, 150. The years are a little confusing. It says the December 23rd, 2023 meeting was stricken from the 2024 calendar. It meant to say the December 23rd, 2024 meeting was stricken from the 24 calendar. Second item, on line 177, Chair Fox made a motion.
Well, Chair Fox amended
Amended
the motion.
Oh, okay, I
Right,
was just gonna
amended, yeah,
read what it
amended.
said and it
We
needed to be
amended-
changed.
amended the
Chair
motion.
Fox, it should read, Chair Fox amended a motion,
I think that's it, so I gotta do,
amended the previous motion,
right.
but we don't say what,
The amendment was.
yeah.
Amended the previous motion, actually, you're right. Previous motion to include, to add. So strike all the as information was left out, and strike it all the way to the word on the next line on
To
180
okay,
to add.
okay.
Yeah, do you see that,
Yeah,
Cassandra?
everything from,
Don't let us rush you.
okay.
You're right, Michael.
So, in line one, everything from Chair Fox made a motion to amend the previous motion to, and then skip all the way down to line 180 to add the approval of the application. Add to the approval of the application a stipulation that, et cetera.
Okay.
And I don't, let's see, was it, yes, it was seconded and carried, okay.
All right,
So
so,
we'll-
Oh,
Which are things I had.
wait, and then if you go down to number 9, informal discussion, I had asked about 7:30 meeting start, and our Hudman said that would not work for him. So you got to put a not in there after would.
Oh.
It says,
Oh,
this would
yeah.
be work for him.
whoops.
No, would not
Not, it should say, it would not,
Oh
yes.
dear, thanks,
be,
Dave.
it would not
Good catch, would
work
not
for
work
him.
Okay.
What number was that?
Yeah, that would be 211.
211.
And it would be, our Hudman said this would not work for him.
Good catch,
So
Dave.
yeah, I just happened to see it,
Yeah,
just
good catch.
beginner's luck.
No. All right, all those in favor of approving
Aye.
the minutes as amended?
I,
Wait,
did we
I
get
need
a second?
Bob
Oh.
I'm gonna make the motion to approve the minutes as amended. Bob is gonna second it.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimous. Okay, the only thing I have on informal discussion, I am rushing, I understand, is, I should have also, on the motion we were just talked about, I should have noted in there specifically that there were no possible prudent and feasible alternatives to that plan. That's good practice, and I forgot to do that. So the next time we have some motion like that, somebody.
Was that the emergency approval you gave? that you're
No,
talking
that was
about?
on the motion we were just talking about. There was no, for that
Oh, you're
driveway,
going
there
back-
was no
okay.
prudent and feasible alternative.
I understand.
So I should have included that on the motion. That is incredibly good practice, and I forgot. So don't let me do that again.
Try not
All
to.
right?
Okay, there is one more thing here, and it's the 2024 calendar.
We did that.
No, there's a mistake on there.
There is?
Yes, it's the January 22nd meeting. Cutoff date is January 17th. And instead of January 28th, it should be January 18th.
Oh, well, that doesn't matter. Oh, I guess you're right.
Yes, it does.
You're right.
Sorry to be.
No, well, you're on the details here. Good for you.
Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not.
All right, so make a motion then to approve the amendment, Dave. Approve the calendar as an,
I would have, and let's,
oh, and to make
just-
sure you delete, the,
It's January 18th?
yeah, that came off, right? That can go just as is. They'd already taken that off, okay.
yeah,
January
okay.
Yeah.
I would make a motion to approve the 2024 inland wetlands meeting dates with a change on the January 22nd meeting. I would change the date for the Thursday before the meeting from January 28th to January 18th.
A suggestion, rather than make a motion to approve, you're making a motion to amend the approved meeting dates, because it's already been approved.
I don't think he has to amend it, no.
Oh, okay.
He's just.
Approving
yeah,
it.
Approving.
Approving
a new-
the
a
Yeah, it
new
was
version.
just
We're
wrong.
problem.
I looked at everything else. I
Okay.
think everything else looks okay. Oh, no, actually, there is one other funny thing. The July 8th meeting, the material due is July 4th, and that will be a holiday. And July 5th will be a holiday. You know, that's going to be a 4-day weekend then, if the 4th is a Thursday. So, do we want to move it up one day to July 3rd? That's the July 8th meeting? Sorry, I
Let's
know
do
you have to
this.
go,
Let's
Sharon.
do this. Let the land use, let's let the land use office look at their calendar one more time, okay?
Okay,
And why don't you bring it back to us after you decide that it's what you really want? How's that?
yeah, that's fine. July 4th isn't viable. It's going to be a holiday.
All right,
They'll
so.
figure it out.
We did January 18th though, right?
Yeah, we did that one.
Okay.
So now, I said the chair is going to direct, I don't need a motion, the chair is gonna direct the land use office to review the now amended calendar,
Do a printout.
and correct any dates, or change any dates that they want to, and bring us a new version in our next regularly scheduled meeting. So we don't need a motion, I can just direct.
Yeah, okay, you just look at the July 4th thing.
And there may be others.
Okay.
I don't know
All right.
if we need cutoff dates, so we'll go.
Yeah, I'm not sure we care about them, but Dave is making a good point,
I
so.
understand.
Okey-doke. So, other than that, any other informal discussion? All right,
Time to go.
I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll,
Second
did you make
You
the
gotta
motion?
go quicker, Michael.
You asked.
You make the motion to adjourn.
I make
so-
a motion that we adjourn.
Second it.
Bob seconds it.
All right.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, all right, we are
All right.
adjourned.
Turn off your